Welcome to World11 News Channel.
No one suspected Carolyn Wiger as a traitor, and she may have made it all the way to the end of the Traitors Season 3 because of it. However, the Survivor 44 finalist had another problem, and that problem's name was Danielle Reyes. Carolyn and Danielle simply could not get on the same page as traitors, and once Danielle started floating Carolyn's name around the castle, a civil war broke out. That war came to its epic conclusion on this week's episode as the two once again locked swords of the round table, with Danielle emerging the winner when Carolyn was voted out by the group. I am somebody who every day of my life am judged because of who I am, my differences, my quirks, she told her castmates while in the Circle of Truth. I didn't want to connect with a lot of you because I am an emotional person. Playing this game, it's not easy for me. I just wanted to have fun. But I have to get real with myself. Being a traitor isn't fun. Well, the fun, or lack thereof, is now over. Entertainment weekly caught up with Carolyn to see how she was taking her banishment, get her thoughts on rival Danielle, and gather some intel on what has not been shown from inside the castle walls. She also reveals the one vote that left her pissed. Tell me about this final roundtable. When it started, were you planning to take a shot at Danielle again? Carolyn Wiger. It was one of those things like, of course I want to take a shot at her for a while, but is this the time? Was it planned? No, it wasn't. It was kind of like, let's see what happens. I reacted emotionally. I couldn't take it anymore. So it wasn't planned. I had talked with Dylan. I had talked with Gabby. The plan in my head was like, okay, just take out a man, blah, blah, blah. But I was trying to do the whole sit back and just work with Danielle. Quite frankly, after the Sierra vote, that unanimous bulls, that's not fun. Neither is sitting around a round table and not talking because you can get banished. It's boring. And I was dying inside, and that is the truth. I was literally dying, not only because I have to be with her in the turret that night. This is the truth. Just the thought of having to go and do that crap all over again, I couldn't take one more night of it. But what was giving me hope was the dream that I could possibly bring Gabby in there and have some fun. And I thought, Danielle's got nothing on me, so she's not going to get me out. She's been the loudest, most ridiculous one here. It ain't happening. So I'm like, I guess I'll go again and blah, 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 and do the BS turret stuff. I think Wes said something about, it's a rookie move if you don't have the votes. I didn't, but look who I'm working with here. Hey, Tom, can we all connect on this plan? I knew I couldn't rely on Tom, nor could I rely on Dolores. And I certainly couldn't rely on Brittany, because she already knew that she's a traitor. So, in my head, I'm thinking, they got some deal going on. She's going to bring her in. So, you know what? Let me bring Gabby in before she gets Brittany. That was in my head. And Ivar, I'm like, girl, really? What plan am I supposed to put together with some of these people? Some of the players, like Ivar and Dylan, said that Danielle made more compelling arguments at the final roundtable. Ivar even said you lost the argument when he voted for you. It didn't seem that way from what I saw. So why do you think they felt that way? I have no idea. Because I'm emotional? The stuff that was said, I was like, this isn't happening right now. First you come for me however many episodes ago. Totally, that was a shock. I didn't expect that. And now what are you doing? And I remember saying to her in the turret however many episodes ago, you're literally going to have to go back and make up a bunch of stuff about me because you have nothing. You're going to have to just make a bunch of stuff up. And, well, that's what you did. You said in your final words to the group that being a traitor isn't fun. How much of that was a drama with Danielle? And how much was it the weight of lying to people? Here's the deal. And I don't like sounding bitter because it's not cute, but I will blame her. It just wasn't fun. And I truly expected this experience to be fun. And I don't think that we need to go to that level of game. This isn't Big Brother. All stars. We are with literally people who they don't even know where they are, some of them, and they're just, in my opinion, here to have a good time and have fun, too. I guess we all go in for different reasons. And certainly, winning is one of them. The extremes that she went through. Energy is a thing. And so when you're around somebody who's shaking and they're crying, and I'm okay with tears, but girl, I started to just take it on and it made me feel gross. And so with the times that I would connect with people on deep, real levels, It felt gross because I'm like, I'm crying because this is genuine and real and stuff is happening, and then I see this person over here. That's what was hard for me. And I get that this is a game, but it's not necessary to play that way. This isn't Survivor, where everybody has an understanding of that. And I guess you could say, well, that's not our problem. We're the gamers, and we're going to... But it's not impressive to me to do that to people like Lord Ivar or Tom or people like that. Read the room. We don't need to go that extreme. And so, would I have liked being a traitor with someone who was more fun and not so serious about this stuff? It just wasn't fun in that serious mode. Considering how nobody suspected you at all as a traitor. How you think you do in this game of Danielle is not in the turret with you. I won. I do. Come on. The chess? Oh, that's all it took was a chess? No. Nobody was suspecting me. Nobody. I really am not going to buy that Danielle just had these great relationships with Lord Ivar and Tom. As you see, people throw those rogue votes. How the heck can you come up with a plan with some of those people? So what are you thinking when you see Tom and Dolores voting for each other? Just burning those votes? Of course it's annoying. But again, I'm not going to lie to you. Do you think that I actually am expecting anything different? Because I remember toward the end, Ivar would say, I can go home at any time now. And I would go room to room trying. And I remember Dolores was like, I'm just done talking about this game. I'm exhausted. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I have the conversation with Dylan. I've already given up on Brittany because all I'm thinking in my head is Brittany's going to the turret. Brittany is wanting to go be a traitor with Danielle. It's done. I gave up on her. So I'm like, who am I supposed to come up with a plan with? But just based off of everything and how obvious Danielle had been, I'm thinking, there's no way. I don't have anything on me. So there's no way for me to get banished. I can't. So yes, in my opinion, there were people who knew she was a traitor, and that's it.